A lot of people are struggling with their dating lives. They find it cumbersome, they find it challenging, they find it just emotionally draining, and it definitely can be. So it's important that as you're going through the process of finding love, that you're not making certain mistakes that could essentially be getting in your way. You don't want to engage in self-sabotage. So I want to share a few of these mistakes with you, and you might recognize, oh, I do this thing, or I do this thing, or you might find that you're making all these mistakes. Either way, you don't want to berate yourself. Listen, in life, we all make mistakes. Now, when we become aware of the mistakes that we're making, then we can course correct. So we don't need to beat ourselves over the head like, oh, I made this mistake. There must be something wrong with me. We all make mistakes. So without further ado, let's dive into it. First thing is you're probably still hanging around with your ex. Oh, but they're a lovely person and we had all these memories together. Oh, we get on so well. Here's the thing. Your ex, that person, they're a symbol of your past, a symbol of a chapter that is closed. So you cannot say, I'm committing to my future, I'm committing to finding the right person, yet I keep turning to my past over and over and over and over and over again. It's absolutely counterproductive, okay? The last thing you need on this quest to finding love is your ex hovering around. It's only going to slow you down. Trust me. Second mistake that I see a lot of people make is they're not going on enough second dates, okay? Now, in our culture today, there's a lot of talk about red flags, red flags, red flags. And the truth is, red flags are absolutely a thing. They're absolutely a thing. However, you see a lot of people today disqualifying other individuals based on harmless, benign qualities, benign quirks. So I don't like the way he chews with his mouth open, or I don't like the way she slurps when she drinks, or this person doesn't know how to hold a wine glass properly. I'm sorry, guys, but these are not red flags. A red flag is a behavior that could be damaging in a relationship, that could have long-term damage. So if you're disqualifying a person based on these sorts of benign, ridiculous, harmless quirks, then you will never get to know if this person could have been a great fit for you. For all you know, this could have been the right person, but you disqualified them because of this inconsequential quirk, okay? And if you make this a habit, that is, you're disqualifying people because of little quirks like this, then you are severely limiting your options. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe below. So let's get back into it. Another mistake people make is investing too much in the first date. So think about it. If you're the kind of person who will spend 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours on the first date, you might get to a point where all of a sudden you start feeling overwhelmed by the prospect of going out on a date. I mean, think about it, especially if you're a busy person, you're busy with work or busy with social commitments, and now you have to find 4, 5, 6 hours to go on the first date. It can be tiring, and you're already tired from your week. You're already exhausted. Now you have to go on a date. You'll just opt out. So it can create this sort of dating fatigue. Okay, so you want to keep your first dates succinct. But listen, there's another reason why I believe over-investing in a first date is a bad idea. It's that when you're evaluating the success of a first date, right, you have to look at two things. Number one, the date itself. Number two, the aftermath of the date. That is a person responsive in the aftermath? Are they responding to your texts or your calls? Are they asking to meet up again? Are they showing interest? Are they showing that they're reliable? Or are they sending you mixed signals? You cannot observe all these things. You cannot observe the aftermath until that date is over. So imagine investing 4, 5, 6 hours in a person that ends up being wishy-washy. Someone who is blowing hot and cold. Somebody who really wasn't that into you. Oh, but we're having so much fun. Listen, anybody can have fun with anyone on any given day, okay? But that does not mean that they're genuinely interested in following you along this journey. So the sooner you get through that first date, the sooner you can evaluate the aftermath. So you want to keep your first dates 45 minutes, 1 hour, an hour and a half maximum. Maximum an hour and a half, okay? Because you don't want to overinvest at this stage. Now, another mistake that people make is focusing disproportionately on people's surface level superficial qualities. Oh, they dress so nicely. Oh, they smell so good. Oh, they're such a good dancer. Oh, they're so attractive. This is all great and this is all nice to have. But here's the reality. The way a person looks, the way they dress, how good they smell, how good they dance, those things are not indicators of how viable they will be as partners, right? Just because a person looks good, or because a person dances well, a person dresses well, a person smells nice, that does not mean they will make you happy in a romantic relationship. And what you absolutely do not want to do is focus on these superficial qualities, these surface level qualities, and ignore certain glaring red flags. Like a person who is highly neurotic, they're always losing their shit, they have dysregulated rage, oh, but they smell nice and they dress well, etc. No, don't ignore that kind of behavior, because it's only going to damage you in the future. So, guys, there you have it. Don't make these mistakes. And if you've made them in the past, that's okay. Now you're aware and you can change course moving forward. Now, I mentioned just there dysregulated rage, a person losing their shit. I want you to check out this other video that I created where I go more in depth on how that can ruin a relationship. Okay, so it's not only bad in the dating stage, it's especially challenging when you're actually in a relationship. And also earlier I mentioned how hanging out with your ex is a mistake. I made another video where I go in depth on how this could be challenging, and I think you should check it out. See you next time.